right. Oh wow, he had a gap down. I saw Trump is speaking again, but it's not till 9 p.m. So hopefully nothing surprises us today.
Hmm. Trump speaking again today?
Yeah, but not till like basically night, Eastern time. Yeah,
Why don't
I
that
would
happen
be
tonight?
cautious on shorts. We may start getting some sort of soft bottom here, like a temporary one. We did fill this gap on the Qs from back from November 5th. We just filled it right now. So that could be one major line of support. So I'd be cautious shorting, unless you're holding very short term.
Oh
Unknown
yeah,
player. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. No, sorry. I was saying I didn't take the trade, and yeah, I was saying very short time trades.
Yeah. Yep, precisely. I mean, yesterday we called out two trades, and they both only lasted like 10 minutes, and they were like both like 20% gainers. So there's no reason to hold anything for too long. But like I was saying, unknown player, I did make my withdrawal from Robinhood today, so I will be restarting the challenge tomorrow. I'll probably still do a couple trades today, but I'm gonna do my swing trade account, and then tomorrow I'll start the Robinhood account fresh. All right. So what I'm looking for right now, honestly, we got like lots of good liquidity levels on the daily and higher time frames. So like if this ends up going on further, like there's a huge movement still. So that's why I think this may be a temporary bottom for now. Now let's go down to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour though, I do see this fair value up right here. Once again, back November like 4th or 5th. And this was the market structure shift that caused this huge movement. So this could be also a good area to get some longs. And then let me expand that all the way over here. So on the Qs, that would be like about 490.7. And then let's go. I mean, there's no reason to go to the hour because this is so far back. So I'll keep that open. And then today, to be bullish, like I would have to see at least a 50-minute closure above the open range of these candles. Where's this line? Can we do unlimited day trades with 1K? No, it's you need a cash account so you don't get marked as PDT. Then you could so basically that means you have like 1K that you could trade with. So you can either take one trade, that's $1,000, or you can split it like to let's say 4 different trades, 250 each. But once you use that capital, you have to wait for the cash to settle for the next day. So tomorrow, let's say when I begin, I want to try 2 to 3 trades a day. Even though sometimes you only may find one setup, but that way at least if someone misses a trade, they can at least follow the other like trade or two. So tomorrow I'll try to do 3 trades and split it into like 333 each, like about, not precisely, just an estimate. Yeah, unless you had 25K. If I had 25K, I would definitely be trading on margin, day trading. You're starting to think I got a soft side. I don't know what to say about that, man, but do you call out how many cons you enter? Sometimes. I think I'm gonna start streaming Robinhood Legend. I haven't used it yet, but I'm gonna start using it. And then you'll see on my screen, I guess like the cons I took. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it really doesn't matter my size or your size. It just depends on your risk parameters. So if I'm restarting this challenge with 1K, my risk tolerance is gonna be very high. Vice versa with like larger account. If I had like a 100K account, I would not be taking the same size, if that makes sense. But like with a 1K account, like I'm obviously gonna like full port until like I hit 5K, and then slowly like bring down my risk as the account grows. check the pinned message on the 1K channel. All right, 1 second. All right, on the 1 minute, we also just got a market structure shift right here, and this could be a good retest for now. Oh yeah, I do say stop losses, but it's all mental. So like, for example, let's say I take this trade once it touches here, right? I take this trade, and then the candle closes below this fair value gap. My trade would be invalidated, and I'll just take the loss. So let's say I take the trade, and literally 1 minute later, the candle closes below. I would just manually enter out. And with options, let's say it's like a 10% loss or something. Yeah, if a candle closes, not wick. So this can wick below, and the trade will still be valid as long as the candle closes within this box. But this is on the 1 minute, so it's very risky. It's not as defined as something as the 5 or 15 minute.
My first trade of the day.
You shorting or long?
I did take a short from 58. What is this? 58.16. Just $150 move.
Nice, good job. Am I still going to start the swing challenge while the market is crazy? I still don't have like that channel and everything set up yet. So, but I definitely will, but I might not start that till Monday. There's just been a lot going on with the server, and like it's been blowing up. So I still have some things to I guess develop fully before I like do 2 challenges at once. But yeah, you can still swing trade within the market is volatile. It's fine. No, I'm starting with 1K tomorrow. Today I'm just gonna use my swing trade account to trade. You need help developing for the server? Possibly. I don't know. I've been doing most of them on my own, and then some of the admins are helping me. And just FYI, by the way, for options, I don't trade till after 10:30. So I may call out some stuff here, but I don't actually take trades with options till after 10:30. Sorry, Piper, go ahead.
ATT, I have to try to find out if there's a way for me to share my screen and not this way, so I can show what I'm looking at.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, didn't we do this like a few days ago when we started a stage and it worked? Do you remember what we did last time?
Yeah, I mean, I am showing part of my screen, but I think the video quality is not so good as when I'm sharing the screen. I'm showing a camera that's
Yeah.
recording my screen.
If you want tonight, we can do like an after-hour session, maybe test it out again.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know how it works really. Maybe it's not possible.
No, it should be. I've seen other servers like multiple people stream. I don't know what we're doing wrong. So, by the way, like for example, if I would have taken this trade, my stop would have been at this candle, this close. But this would have been a pretty big loss to us. Why QQQ over SPY? I mean, I watch both. I just like the Qs personally more. I feel like their movement is more predictable. Because Qs follow NQ. And I think NQ, I really like the movement more. Yeah, if you guys are like eager, like waiting for a trade, just honestly be patient. Give the market at least 30 minutes, and your trade setups will be a lot better. The first 15-30 minutes, like the market usually just too crazy to predict anything that's happening, especially if during options, like the premium is too expensive. I don't know. Usually options like the first 30 minutes are too expensive for me to get in a trade. Unless you're like doing one con at a time, I mean, that's fine. How's my coughing? Dude, my doctor literally said I have asthma and I don't. So I don't know, like, I don't know what to do. He didn't prescribe me anything. He was like, just go take Claritin. I'm like, all right. I don't think that's the answer though. Because my coughs only come back when I'm sick. So like half the year I'll be completely fine, and then I get sick, and then I start coughing like months after.
In the dollar, that's keeping the markets lower. My target is 57.90.
Oh, you're targeting lower, I see. What do we learn from the first 15-minute closure? You got basically a doji. This is very indecisive. This 15-minute broke the pre-market low, and we broke a swing high in the 15-minute as well. So we basically took out liquidity on both areas. So right now I think we're gonna chop more until we get a closure above this 50-minute. So if we close below this 50-minute on the top, we can look for a retest to buy. Or if we get a closure below this, we can look for a retest to short.
Having a bit of a crazy opening here.
What is my trade size for the 1K? I'm just going to try to split the trades into like 2 to 3 trades a day. So let's say tomorrow 1K balance. I do 3 trades. Each trade would be about a third of it, 1,000. Yeah, most of my trades are based on the 15-minute and 5-minute closure. Also, it looks like SPY is a little bit different than Qs. We have a different candle on the Qs.
Are you checking that?
The big stocks? What do you mean? Like Apple and stuff?
Uh, yeah, Apple, Nvidia, and the Magnificent Seven, they call them.
I'm checking right now. Apple looks pretty decent for now. I like this wick we had 2 days ago, and right now this daily opened kind of the bottom of the range we had the past 2 days. So I could see some type of bounce play for Apple, maybe above like 240. And then for Nvidia, I think I saw Nvidia was bleeding massively yesterday.
Yeah, it's been down more than 8% yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, still no clear direction for Nvidia, but we could definitely get some massive bounce play today. I would mark out like yesterday's candle and like put it like a 25%, 50%, 75% mark.
That's a what candle is that? Is that a hourly
Yesterday,
chart or
yeah, yesterday's daily chart for Nvidia.
daily chart? Okay.
Yeah, because if you look in the past, every time we had some bearish candle, we retest like some percentage of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Nvidia goes like back to like 118, like 0.7 area, and then if you drop down to the 1 hour, what did I say? 118.7. That ends up being this order block that we have right here. Especially, actually, if this hourly closes like this, I really like this. Because you got a liquidity sweep on the hourly. We wipe this. And now this hourly is about to close above this imbalance. So in 10 minutes, if this hourly closes like this, Nvidia would be nice for longs. But this hourly has to close above, so I'm still waiting on this. Then what was the other one? Amazon. Wow, Amazon just keeps going down, huh? So I think for Amazon, when you get a gap down like this, kind of reminds me of what happened here. I think today we're just going to literally range in this area, and then tomorrow we may get a bounce play. So I think for me today, Amazon I would not personally touch just because of where it opened and how far down it gapped. Yeah, Amazon, I think Amazon is not going to be a play for me today. But I think I'm liking Apple and Nvidia more. Check Tesla. Tesla has
S&P just touched my target right now. It could be having a reversal.
nice. You got filled on that?
No, this is not my kind of market, how it's moving now.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Tesla, we still have a gap all the way down to like 255.56. I don't know. Tesla, I hate gaps like this because it makes it more unpredictable to trade. Because we have this gap, then we have this gap. So we may touch this and then get a bounce, or do we keep going? I don't really like Tesla, to be honest.
I'm going to wait how this 5-minute candle closes. I could be looking for reversal trade here.
You mean as a long, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone is looking at my screen, is it see the red line? That was the target line for the downside. So this closing pretty strong. This.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, for SPY, we have this low, the daily candle on January 13th. We may You may as
Oh,
well go there.
i-
Oh, you're watching
if we
ES?
know, I didn't. Sorry, Titi. Someone was asking if I change the screens. No, it's just that I can't show the full screen like that. Sorry for interrupting.
No, no, you're good. Yeah, only trade we can afford to lose. Honestly, it's such a good feeling, like starting an account with like a capital that doesn't like affect you. Like if I started this account with like 100K, like if it was like the same size of my swing or long term, like the motions would get the best of you. But if you're only like one, let's say 1%, like 1K is 1% of your capital, like your emotions are basically out of the window because 1K is not gonna affect you the same as like a 100K position. Yeah, I mean precisely. Nvidia looks like to be the strongest so far for the time being. You traded 100 to 1K and lost it all last Friday. You need to have some type of stop for every single trade. Even if it wipes out like 20% of your account, just take the loss. On the Robinhood account, the 1K account, I didn't hold a single position overnight because you don't know what's gonna happen overnight. Like it's not worth holding an option play. Like even with an AMD, I think I took a 4K loss on that position, and I technically could have held it the next day and got out break even, but you just don't know what's gonna happen. I'd rather just take my loss and move on. Don't, dude. You shouldn't let a single day wipe your account. That's not good risk management. Like you can literally like wipe out 20% of your account and still make it back in like 2 or 3 days. It's no big deal, honestly. Worst part is you could have broke out break even. Um, no, that's not the worst part. I think the worst part is you taking a big position in the first place. Because if you tell that to yourself, you're gonna build a bad mentality and you're gonna keep doing it over and over. Like even some of the trades I took on that the challenge account, like I full ported some of the positions, but I wasn't risking more than like 15% of trade. Better losers wins. Isn't that a book? Do you ever use the 1 minute? Yeah, I do sometimes. Um, I think I used the 1 minute before on Apple and Nvidia because they create strong imbalances very quickly.
Yeah, I haven't written that book yet.
Sorry?
Is that what's the title again? Better Loser Wins?
Yeah.
Haven't read it yet.
I've seen people recommend it all the time, but I've never read it. If Nvidia closes below 115.26, are you bearish? 115.26? Where do you get that number from? Oh, you mean closes like above these wait, where do you get that number from? I don't get it. I'm not bullish or bearish yet on Nvidia until we get this hourly candle close, which is actually in 2 seconds. So right now, I think we would get a retest of something of this imbalance because there we have this wick here that people probably have stops, and in the beginning of this 5 minute imbalance, which is all the way down to like 111, let's say. But the reason I think we're gonna retest now is because this hourly closed below all these hourly candles from the pre-market. So we get every time you see something like this, you always should expect at least a 25, 50, or 75% retracement. So right now, we instantly already got 25% retest just based on this hourly candle closure. You can tell. Does that make sense? Are you eyeing Nvidia because a 50-minute candle closed below a significant low? 113. I'm not sure where you got the 113 number exactly. No, I was just eyeing it because when I first saw this, I saw this hourly fair value gap and I saw this candle was above it. So if this candle would have closed above, I'd have been a little bit more bullish because this would have been an inverted fair value gap. But I do like that. So we just took out this 5 minute liquidity right here, and this area is basically 50% of this fair value gap. If that makes sense. So like half of this. So SPY could still be good. Actually, let me see. Let me look at the options for SPY. See how expensive they are. One sec. NVIDIA, I mean. No, I do actually. I kind of like NVIDIA here. On the 1 minute at least. Let's see the options though. Actually, options aren't too expensive. I think $4 for a 112 call or 113. I know actually they are pretty expensive. I would still give this another 15 minutes. They're running like $400 for the 113 calls, which is pretty expensive for a $100 stock. What's happening to SPY? Oh yeah, SPY just took that liquidity sweep on the daily. So now after you see this, what I would wait for, you can go to lower time frames. I would wait for some type of market structure shift above like a previous 5 minute candle, and then a retest of the imbalance it forms before we get some type of like rejection. So right now it's just all a waiting game. So right now we got the liquidity on the daily. You have to wait for a market structure shift for it to form an imbalance. Then we retest the imbalance, and then we can reverse. But there's no trade until that happens. My stream is frozen. Okay. Is today just NVIDIA puts? If anything, NVIDIA is holding up. And so is Apple too. Let me go back to NVIDIA. So one issue I have with NVIDIA is we didn't get a market structure shift in 5 minute, which is like one of the lowest like time frames I trade based off of. So if we were to close at least above like this 15 minute here, 114.3, like we wicked above it, but we didn't get any candle closure above it. So this actually kind of makes me change my bias and might stay bearish. What is it? Will he be more cautious to make a trade because of news? What news do we have right now? Like overall or like NVIDIA? But yeah, generally speaking, I actually don't trade around news unless I'm trading futures. I didn't see that on the Forex Factory website. Oh, never mind, it is there. Yeah, I mean it's definitely better to be more cautious or take smaller positions today. I mean, plus I'm not really starting the challenge account until tomorrow. I'll just play on my swing account. On my swing account, my trades are a lot less riskier. Yeah, I do trade futures, but recently like I haven't been waking up on time. I usually like wake up at 6 and just trade as soon as I wake up. But I've been like waking up like 30 minutes before open. Are there any puts in particular? Apple may have a put here because we have this imbalance right here that we're testing right now. As long as this candle closes below it, this could be a potential short. Yeah, I'm Eastern. Yeah, being on the West Coast is difficult. When I was in Vegas 2 weeks ago, it was extremely difficult to like trade with your guys' time zone. Do you only look at the current day's candles? I mean, I usually start off like on a daily and then go down all the way to like 1 minute. Apple's rising is maybe new iPad stuff. Did they release something today? I was not aware. Yeah, London. I said since this 5 minute didn't close above these candles, I think we're gonna keep going back down. You like QQQ puts? No, I don't. And this, I don't. I hate chasing stuff like this. This just feel like if I ever enter stuff like this, I just feel like I'll be chasing the bottom. And we already missed out on a lot of action. So for me, I'm just gonna be patient. Still got 20 minutes till 10:30. Like I see so many people in chat on the stocks channel. They're saying, "Is it too late to get in?" Like, like even if this goes another 2 points lower, that would not be a good trade. You would still be chasing. Even if you make 50% gain, I don't care. Like I wouldn't take this. I had breakfast at like 2 a.m. and I haven't ate since. Apparently, the Canadian Prime Minister is speaking 20 minutes.
My mic was off again.
No worries. What's up?
Someone comes into the room. I mute my mic and then I forget to put it back on.
You in any positions paper right now, or still watching?
No, I'm just watching. I'm looking for a reversal, but it's broken my levels. Mm, uh,
Oh, you
I'm
did
looking
mention
for reversal.
you mentioned 5790 earlier. We hit that on ES, right?
Yeah, I broke through that. So, mm, yeah, that could be.
Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards Apple puts. If we close like around here, this looks like to me like a 75% retracement. But if we go back here, then I'll change my bias.
I opened the long, trying to see if we retest this area up here, that 5790 area again.
Wait, sorry, open puts?
That would be a call. I'm I'm futures. I
Oh,
open a long.
I see, I see. Actually, I can probably take something with you. I'll do a small position here.
Order filled.
If we get a close below this, I'll just mark it out. You're an ES, right, Piper?
Sorry? Yeah, I'm on yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Not going very well this long. Maybe
Two,
it was
three,
too
one.
early.
No, I think it's still pretty good. All right, looks like Apple did not respect that 75%, so I'm not bearish anymore on that. I'm just scalping futures, guys. Don't follow this blindly. These when I take these trades, I have no like model behind the trade, and I'm about to take like a $200 loss here.
Order filled.
Yeah, I just scalp futures. Like I just try to get quick movements on these. Nvidia is just flushing. I actually do like futures more because you can be done by like 9 a.m. Like I used to trade futures like back when I used to work full time. Like wake up at 6 and be done within like 2 hours, and then just go about my day. Plus futures, like it's just a lot more easier to scalp. It's not with options. I look for a lot better setups. But I like futures because you know if your direction is wrong almost like instantly. I'll be honest with you guys. I actually hate trend days. I like choppy days. I think choppy days they build more like structure for trades. Like this, like on SPY, hasn't given me anything yet. At least for like a high probability trade.
This is a big sell-off today.
Yeah. I mean, look at these 50-minute candles on Apple. It's just insane. Every single closure we get, we fully retrace it. This is not normal. I don't know if this is because of the news or just something is changing up today. Like on a daily, I still see support. We already formed the day's like wick, and we actually took out this liquidity yesterday at 12 on the 4 hour, and we took it out at the pre-market swing high too. I just realized. So I think Apple is just gonna be a chops session for today. Maybe I'll wait for the 30-minute candle to close and see. Because right now, for me, this is iffy, and we're like at the equilibrium point. With futures, you can lose way more? What do you mean? If you have a prop firm account, the most you can lose is whatever balance you created. And this account only costed me $200. So technically, even if I lose all 10 grand, all I lost is 200 bucks. And even with options, if you sell naked, you can actually lose more than what you have. No, I think futures are a lot less riskier. Options are by far the most complex and riskiest asset in my opinion. And I didn't say I don't mean like it's easier to trade. I just mean it's much more feasible to scalp. You don't have to worry about Greeks or anything. All right, it's almost 10:30, so I'm gonna start looking for something. If SPY does end up reversing, I think we'll go above this liquidity, which is at 575.36. I just don't see any clear imbalances yet. I guess other than this one on the 1 minute. you said you said 575 calls. I didn't say anything yet. But yeah, if this does reverse, I think we'll go back above this liquidity line. So yeah, technically above 575. But we haven't closed above this imbalance yet. And this is on the 1 minute too, so they're not as convicted as like higher time frames. But if this closes above, I'll probably take a small position. I'll only do like maybe a 1K size. 575 calls. All right, I'm gonna look for a small position right here. These are still pretty expensive though, honestly. Let's see. Buy. All right, I have a limit order for 10 contracts, like 1.8. I'm doing 0 DTEs. This is a very small size. Yeah, and this is SPY calls. I'm gonna try to just target this high. The 575 call is currently sitting at like 185. My limit order just got filled at 180. Did you guys hear like my order get filled on Thinkorswim?
I'm on long some micros.
Okay, nice. I'm long on options. Okay, I got filled 1.8. It's currently at $2, so I'm already up like 10%. I am gonna target this. So that was a liquidity line I drew on the daily, and it just so happens to be a swing point on the 5 minute. So I'll put an alert right here. What was it like? 5.3. Yeah, sure. So as soon as that ding goes off, I'm gonna close my position. All right, I'm up like 50 cents. I only got 10 contracts, by the way. So if you're happy with the profits, I mean, this is an extremely good bounce already. I'm gonna close soon as we hit this line. All right, I have a limit order at 2.8. I don't know if we'll get filled. I'll drag it down if it doesn't hit that. I think I hit like 2.6 almost, looks like. All right, hopefully 1 or 2 more candles, and I'm gonna fully get out. All right, I'm just gonna close at 2.4. That's still a good like 60 cent.
Yeah, I closed mine right now.
All right, I got filled 2.4. That was 60 cents in like per contract in like what, like 4 minutes. I made almost $600 on that, but this probably still hit if you're holding. I think someone did say we have news happening right now at 10:30.
Do we don't have anything on my chart on my end? Where is it? Let me check. Oh, the Eurozone unemployment rate came out at 11. And US House Speaker Johnson speaks. No, I don't see anything interesting. Maybe it doesn't show here. I have to check on the other side. Where did you guys see that? I don't see anything.
Oh, that was a swing. Piper, someone, I don't know, they said it in chat. It was either like the Canadian Prime Minister or some guy named like, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, Trudeau.
Oh, Justin Trude. Justin Trude is called. Yeah, I saw. I can see.
Did I say some guy? I didn't mean it like that. My bad, man. I'm tired. Trudeau. Is that actually how you pronounce it? Uh,
Uh,
anyways, let me go over why I took this trade. So this was on the 1 minute time frame. It's not really a high conviction trade, but it's usually for a quick one. So let me erase this right now for you guys. Basically, this was the only imbalance I saw in the 1 minute, and we formed this fair value gap. I marked it from, so you need 3 candles for fair value gap. Yeah, this one, I marked it the wick to the third candle's wick. And then as soon as this 1 minute candle closed above, I started buying in. And then I target like the 5 minute swing high. Actually, was I, yeah, that was the 5 minute. Actually, it technically would have been actually higher. I didn't realize I was on the 1 minute when I marked that out. So realistically, usually when I trade, I probably would like started scaling out, not fully get out in one position. But today the market is pretty volatile, and I was happy with the profits I got. But you can like scale by half and get out another size here. Then you can like market other swing highs on different time zones, different time frames. So my 2.8 limit order, I actually got filled if I were to sell that, but I was happy with what I got. The trade is technically done for me, but you can still hold this. This was good. And actually in the 5 minute too, we have this other imbalance that formed. And we closed above. So this actually been another good entry. And then my first exit would have been on this 5 minute swing high. But since I was looking at the 1 minute, my TP was kind of a little bit different. Not waiting for retracement. So sometimes when this happens, you don't have to wait for retracements. Usually, as soon as we get a candle close above, you can mark it by a small percentage. Like do like initial size. So let's say you want to do 10 contracts. I would mark about maybe like 3, and then bought maybe like 6 more at the equilibrium until you get like the size you're happy with. It's usually a better idea to like scale in and out of trades. But this was a small position for me. I didn't really care. Yeah, I think I took 10 contracts, so that was an $1,800 position, so it wasn't too big. But I mean, SPY, I think this is still looking pretty healthy if you're still holding this. I'm actually going to take another 2 positions. I'm just not going to get filled. All right, 1 sec, I'll be right back.
Order filled.
This really hit my limit, they get me filled. Oh wait, did 1 contract get filled? Oh, one of them got filled, that's interesting. I didn't know it was possible on this account.
I think you left the order open.
Oh, did I not put? No, it was 2 contracts, but it didn't give me notification that it just got filled. Because I bought 2 contracts and only 1 got filled. Guessing that trade wasn't part of the challenge. Which trade? The one for SPY? No, I'm not doing the challenge account till tomorrow. All trades I'm taking today are just quick scalps. And don't follow these trades on futures. I'm just scalping here. That's dumb. That hit my limit order didn't get me filled. I'm just gonna break even on this.
Order filled.
What did someone say about Apple? Check Apple. Okay. Apple's starting to look good. I don't know about this candle. I don't know if that was a missed data print, but I would mark the pre-market 50 minutes right here. If this 50-minute candle can close above this, I would remain bullish, or I would change my bias to being bullish. And then on the hourly looks good too. However, on the 30 minute, I kind of don't like how we didn't get any wick. I think generally speaking on Apple, when this happens, the third candle goes higher, but then it eventually retraces back down. Yeah, if you hear order filled, I'm just trading futures, and you can just ignore that. I'm gonna wait for the 15-minute candle close to see what SPY's gonna do next. If we close here, I think this would still be good for move up. We didn't sweep that swing high, but we did in the 5-minute, just not in the 15-minute. But I'm gonna wait for this 15-minute candle to close. I want it to close above the previous 15-minute, so like above 374.7. If you close below that, it may go back down. Let me see the option chain, because if this is not liquid enough, I usually don't trade anything that's not liquid. I mean, it's not bad, but there's like a 5% spread between the bid and ask on TSM. But let's see. Actually, I think this looks pretty good for a bounce play. We did take out this liquidity, it looks like the past 2 days. And then I think on the 4 hour, I would want to see it close above here. So we can we can confirm a market structure shift, and then once it forms an imbalance, like if we get close above this, you can wait for a retest of the imbalance, and then we can target the 4 hour swing high or the open of this previous 4 hour. But I would have to wait for this 4 hour to close. You don't trust TSM? I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you. But generally speaking, for the challenge account and just like trades in general, I like to look at stuff that are like extremely illiquid. So SPY, QQQ obviously, and then Amazon, Nvidia, Apple. You can basically get in and out of trades very, very easily. With TSM, with like there's like a 10-cent spread on in the money calls, so it may be difficult to get out if you have limit orders. Bullish on SPY. What happened? I do like this 50-minute candle close, and we're retesting it right now. I still would be aiming for this 50-minute swing high. Yeah, liquid equals high volume. There's a lot of buyers and sellers. The 50-minute swing high price for what, SPY? It's right here. It's 576.17. No, I don't necessarily have a set number. I just look at the option chain and just look how, like, what's the difference between the ask and the bid. Like on SPY and QQQ, anything that's like in the, or like near the money, like there's like no spread. So you can easily get in and out like at the current price. So that's basically how I tell. SPY just hit that 5-minute fair value gap, and it's bouncing right now. I do like this. I think I'm gonna take calls again on SPY. I'm gonna do the 576 calls. These are 0 DT again, and I'm gonna do small size, probably like another 1 or 2K size. 576 calls right now are at $2. I'm gonna put a limit. I'm gonna put 1.85. Yeah, you can take the same trade for the next day, but I mean these are gonna be quick trades. Kind of like the same one from earlier. Like we were in and out within like 5 minutes. But yeah, you're free to take whatever expiry you want. I didn't get filled yet. I still have my limit 1.85.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a long, but I won't be very long on it. I'll be closing it soon.
Yeah, filled at 1.88. These are calls. Yeah, filled 1.88. Did it actually go that low? I only saw it hit like 1.91. I might get filled in this candle. Let's see. Alright, I just got filled. Alright, for this one, my stop would just be below this fair value gap. And I still want to target the swing high on the 50-minute. So keep in mind, wicks are fine, but if we get a 5-minute closure below this, I will stop myself out. But right now, the trade is still valid. Alright, there's a minute and a half left. I'm just going to pay attention to how this candle closes. We need this to close at least inside or above for this to remain active. Yeah, I mean, 50-minute candle does look bearish, but hasn't closed yet. That's why I wait for candlesticks to close. No, I didn't get stopped. My stop is, I have a mental stop. If this 5-minute candle closes below, then I'll just close out. Yeah, my TB is still at that 50-minute swing high because we didn't sweep that. So that's that for me. That's like the next target as a liquidity zone. Yeah, like for me, this trade is still valid until we get a 5-minute close below, because this is the 5-minute fair value gap. Yeah, and also this is a small size, so like, if your emotions are kicking in, you probably took a pretty big position. No, I'm not gonna average in because there's more trades throughout the day. These are supposed to be like quick scalps, in and out within like usually max 20-30 minutes. So I'll just either take my win or take my loss and then just move on. It did decay pretty fast though. I didn't notice it was kind of expensive when I got in, but I think that's just with the current market conditions. Even yesterday they were pretty expensive, but it's still fine.
Yeah. Okay. Didi, I'm out.
You are? You done?
Leaving. This is. Yeah, I'm done for today.
All right, man. Thanks for streaming.
This is not market conditions for me.
Yeah, I feel it. All right, take
Okay.
care.
Okay. See you. See you tomorrow then. Hmm?
Yeah, you will. All right.
Yeah. Bye. Bye, everyone. See you.
Yeah, I do like this round bottom just gone to 1 minute. I really think we still can target this high. So I'm gonna wait for this trade. Take position 5 minutes after me. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's why you're supposed to like scale in. Always have like just a starter position and then slowly scale in. Yeah, it's still looking good until we get a 5-minute closure below this. Once we get a 5-minute closure below this, then I'll just get out a loss. But I just have to wait for this to close. We still have 2.5 minutes. Yeah, for 0 to the E, theta does affect the cost, the price of these a lot. So that's why it's like usually I want my trades to be in and out. Like I want to be done with them within like 20 minutes. So we've been holding this I think for like looks like 13 minutes so far. So hopefully in the next, I don't know, like 10-15 minutes, I want to get rid of these. But they were pretty expensive when we got in. I don't know if it's because of like if it's correlated with like the prime minister speaking, but I think there was high IV priced in. Yeah, SPY and QQQ are probably my favorite ETFs for long-term positions. As long as you just get good entries on them, you just collect dividends and ride the profits. Yeah, theta is actually already kicking really hard because price-wise, it went back to like my entry, and the option price was like 20 cents lower. You got out, you had a heart attack, dude. If you're if your emotions are, taking control over you over like this little movement, you're sizing up way too big. Just do like one con or something. I even said like I'm taking a small position. Yeah, dude, it's been like 10 minutes. If within like 10-15 minutes you're having an overreaction, then you're sizing way too large. You're not able to handle like the losses. You did one contract. In that case, I don't know, man. Yeah, theta is just eating these contracts away. I think my next play I'm just gonna focus on like Apple or Nvidia. 0 to T is it's pretty awful like around lunchtime. You only get like a good hour or two to trade them. Oh yeah, below this wick I'm also just gonna get market out. Alright, I'll just take my loss. Alright, I got out a 1K loss there. Alright. Trudeau started speaking. You're riding this to 0. That's not good, man. Don't take your losses and go on the next one. I'm not mistakes made. I'm not starting a challenge account until tomorrow. I'm just trading on my swing account right now. Yeah, I'm fully out. I took a K loss there. Yeah, I'll still look for other trades. Canada is speaking. I wonder how much like effect that's gonna have in the market. Wasn't he supposed to start speaking like 40 minutes ago? The mistake was news. Honestly, that kind of would make sense from how expensive those options were. Dude, Apple is just wild. It retraces like almost every candle. How long is this speech, do you guys know? Is that a fair value up on a video on the 15-minute? No, I think I marked this out on the hourly. I don't know. To me, Nvidia still looks kind of bearish. I feel like we're just gonna round back down. Let me check Nvidia's options. 2011 puts are like at 350. I feel like that's still kind of expensive out of the money. Because percentage-wise, even if it goes down, you only get like, no, I guess you still get like 20%. That's not bad. How do you form your bearish bullish bias? Mainly like on, I want to see some type of liquidity get swept out first. I think, was it the SPY or was it Qs that we took our trade first on? Maybe it was SPY. But on a daily, since we like swept this liquidity here, I wanted to see like some type of market structure shift first to get like into a call position. And we had that earlier that we traded on the 1 minute. But you always need some type of larger time frame liquidity and then look for a market structure shift and then retest the fair value gap. Oh wow, SPY and bounce. I didn't notice that. This went back to our entry. Damn. It's alright. Qs. Yeah, if we around here in a daily, I think tomorrow we should see some type of like retracement. Because it looks like today we're not going to get anything. Can you check Amazon? Alright, this probably looks good actually. Let's see. I mean, there's no like clear imbalance, but I still kind of like this sweep we got. Then when we closed above it, and then we had like this small fair value gap in the 5 minute. Retested and closed above. And then probably for Amazon, we can probably target this 5 minute high. Amazon looks like a bear flag. Which time frame looking at? 10 minute. I mean, I don't watch 10 minute, but I don't really trade patterns. Or the 10 minute. I think it's better to use time frames that everyone else looks at, because the plays I think just play out more smoother if everyone's like doing the same thing. I think Amazon, if I were to take calls, would probably be a swing play. We gap down and we're holding here. I think tomorrow we can gap up. I'm assuming this is probably gonna be like a short trap. So I may take a position on my swing account and just hold overnight or for a few days. I use 1 minute all the way to 1 day as my time frames. And then I take trades based off the 5 minute and 15 minute for the majority of the time. And swing challenge account, I'll probably start Monday. I'm still working on like the fact page and everything. You have Apple calls you might sell for loss. I mean, what was your entry and expiration? Or sorry, not expiration, your strike. Because I think for April, like anything below 210, or sorry, anything above 210 is kind of out of the money. Well, expiration I'll take for Amazon. Well, tomorrow I'll predict that we'll swing past today's high. So anything above 202. So maybe like 20. Let me see the options. Probably like 202.5 or 200. I try not to go too far out the money, even if it's a long-term trade. I didn't enter trade on Amazon, but I'm looking at the options for my swing trade. I'm probably gonna take it to like the 200 strike price, but I'm choosing expiration at least 2 weeks out. So this is not a day trade if you wanna close this today. Here in Apple puts. Netflix looks good, but I'll only do short plays. We did take out this liquidity finally on a daily, but this gap right here is pretty crazy to me because you don't know how far down usually we'll go to fill this gap. And I tend to stay away from like stocks that have this massive gap because it's kind of hard to predict. But short term, on a daily, we got this liquidity right here. No market structure shift yet on the 15-minute. We need to close above this. Actually, yeah, once we close above this, I'll probably look for like a retest for a long play. But I personally am not going to trade this just because of this gap. Are you doing a stream on swing trading? Probably. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do that one. Because the way, like the swing challenge I used to like take positions like just on SPY and QQQ specifically, and I would trade them like as soon as I get off work. So, because SPY and QQQ, you can trade options 15 minutes after. So, for example, I'm just gonna give an example, but let's just say I got off work yesterday and I saw this candle close, and it's like 402, and I thought this is gonna gap down, right? I would buy puts like either in the money or maybe like 1 point off, and then get like a week out expiration. Then next day, you can either just close that market open or like whatever level you're targeting. So I don't know if I can really stream that because it's kind of aimed towards people that are like trading full time, if that makes sense. So I may like just do calls like around 3:30 to 4 p.m. and then maybe do like an after hour stream on like why I took the trade and why I called it out. How to swing trade with Trump? That's definitely a lot more difficult, but it's still doable. If you choose the right strike prices and the right expirations, you can still make money, up or down. Any plans to approach a challenge rerun differently? No, not really. Basically, like until I have 5K, I'm probably gonna be full porting, and then once I'm at 5K, actually it's not true. Since I'm on a cash account, I'm probably gonna like do like 1/3 of my account for every trade. Yeah, today is definitely a hard day to trade. Like even Amazon, like you get quick moves. Like this could have been a nice trade, but you have to get out like 5 minutes later. So it's kind of too difficult. It's difficult to get in and out in a reasonable like time. Yeah, I'll try to look for more trade, but just letting you know, like I'm extremely tired. I only slept like an hour yesterday. Yeah, and we had like a lot of like just people speaking that has been affecting the markets. Like even I don't know, Apple today has just been really choppy. Triple bottom on SPY. Is the Canadian Prime Minister done speaking, or is he still on? DMK. This sleep disorder I think is recent. This Discord channel has made me tired. It's just been a lot of work at night. He's done. All right. I mean, I'm pretty sure to help, but I think a lot of this stuff I can't offset to other people. Like the beginners like courses or anything else I'm working on, like it's kind of like my material I'm writing. I mean the moderators and admins are taking care of like scammers and like spammers, but everything else I kind of have to like do my own. Thoughts on Amazon? I think Amazon is probably the only thing I like for swing trade. I took it like I think I took a position like on this candle, but I chose the 2-week out expiry. Price tracker for Amazon. I want to see us bounce back to Monday's like low. So tomorrow I'm hoping that we come back to like around 204.5. If we get that bounce instantly, I'll probably just fully close my position, or maybe hold half to like 208.7ish. But I think today is just grabbing liquidity for tomorrow's bounce. Yeah, I took calls on Amazon, but my expirations are 2-week out, so it's not a day trade. Do you think we could continue up after that? I mean, we could, but I grab my profits and run. My entry? I think I had a limit order like 5.4 for 200 calls expiring whatever like next week is. They are pretty expensive. Yeah, the market's rough today. Like, I usually like trading Apple, but there's just no clear structure that was formed today. Even any trade is just so much sideways. I think the only good trade today was the SPY calls here. You got Nvidia at 112 and got at 113. That's good. I mean, you got a dollar move. Days like this, just grab whatever you can and leave. I mean, there's obviously a lot of trades you could have taken today. It's just I want to look for like a setup that just matches my criteria. Like if I were to be trading this, I would probably do my futures account where like my risk is a lot quicker. Like my exits and my entries and exits are a lot quicker. All right, I'm gonna bounce with that, guys. I'm getting like extremely tired. I may just end the stream here, and then hopefully tomorrow we can start the challenge account in a better fashion. Yeah, good night. I'm definitely going to sleep if I can. All right, take care, guys.